Cooking Apa.
Hi, this is Cooking Apa. Today Apa is not going to cook, but rather I'm going to make one video which is very often been requested by many of my followers, which is actually to make a video on explaining what exactly is an air fryer and what's the difference between an air fryer compared to a convection oven, and what are the options that you might have in the market right now. Okay, so now what are you looking at right now is I actually got three air fryer at home, and this is the two that I'm having. I'm using more often, almost on a weekly basis for sure. And first of all, let's understand what exactly is an air fryer. Let me show you what is it, and what is it difference compared with a convection oven. Let me show you my convection oven first.
Remember to click subscribe and notification button for more Apa's video.
So as you can see from here, underneath my stove, when I scroll down, this is my convection oven. This is probably 60 or 70 liter. Okay, it is called convection oven because it actually has a fan to boost out the airflow and also heating process. So coming back to here, so what exactly is an air fryer then? Basically, air fryer, it is a mini convection oven that you can actually put on the countertop. And this is exactly what you are seeing now. I'm actually putting both of my air fryer on a countertop. And this will actually make things a lot easier because I don't have to squat down like you see my convection oven just now. I don't have to squat down every time to check on the cooking process. Okay, so that air fryer is a convection oven that allows you to put on the countertop. Now, so the next thing you want to know is how does it heat up the whole air fryer or oven. So you are looking at two different kinds of air fryer right in front of you. Okay, and this type is considered the smallest type. I would call anything below 10 or 10 liter below as smaller type of air fryer. And usually this type is using what they call halogen light as heating element. So immediately when they heat up the halogen light, it will heat up the whole compartment, and then it will actually be assisted by a fan, which is using exactly the same concept with the normal convection oven, using the fan to boost out the airflow and to circulate the hot air around the compartment. And this is what exactly make it very easy to get hot enough very fast, and mainly because also it is also due to the fact that this capacity is very small. Anything below 10 liter, you don't really need much preheating time. You can practically use it straight away without preheating. Now, if you are looking at the bigger air fryer like what Apa having right now, this is an air fryer cum oven from Enhans. Okay, a local brand called Enhans. Now, two things here. First of all, let's discuss the heating element. The heating element of this is actually very similar to a traditional convection oven. As you can see from here at the bottom, there are two heating elements, and then on top, let me see if you can see, on top of it, there are four heating elements. This is very similar to that you can find in a normal 70 or 60 liter convection oven. All right, this is why this is also called oven for this. It's an air fryer come oven. So heating element, it is not using halogen light. It is actually using the heating element on top and bottom. The good thing about this is you get more flexibility when it comes to baking cake. Because usually when you bake cake, you will need the heating part coming out from both the top and the bottom. So that's one. Number two, of course, is the size. This is actually a 24 liter. A 24 liter. So as the size suggests, you can put a lot more things here. For rotisserie, I can easily put in a 1.3 to 1.4 kg chicken that you can rotisserie inside, meaning rotating inside this particular oven. The question is, do you actually need a bigger air fryer? It's really up to you. It's really up to you. Some have a small family, maybe just a family of 2 to 3. You probably only need a smaller one like this, 10 liter. And but if you have 4 or 5, perhaps you want to consider something a little bit larger like Enhans, so that you have a lot more flexibility when it comes to cooking. Preheating time. For smaller capacity, especially those below 10 liter, you hardly need any preheating, but you can if you want to, especially when you really want to get the highest heat. The highest heat from here on this one is 210 degrees Celsius, okay? So if you want to get the highest heat, perhaps you can preheat it for a couple of minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, all right? But it is really not necessary if you are doing just normal air frying. For this, however, because of the larger capacity, I will recommend you, actually I have spoken with Enhans personally on this. They are recommending for you to at least preheat it for, if normal heat, preheat it for a minimum 5 minutes. If you want the maximum heat, their maximum heat is actually 230 degrees Celsius. So if you want maximum heat, then it is recommended for you to preheat for minimum 10 minutes to really get the best out of it. So this one will take a little bit longer of time of cooking when it comes to the smaller one, which makes makes sense, because a bigger one, you want it to work, you need to prepare it to be fully functional. Let's talk a bit on the convection. So convection simply actually means fan. Okay, you are using fan to make the circulation of hot air even faster. So the limitation, there is this difference between these two here. With this 10 liter normal 10 liter air fryer, it usually only have what we call a strong convection, meaning strong fan. Okay, but with the Enhans 24 liter, it actually comes with strong. This is strong here. This is actually strong convection, meaning strong fan, or this is actually the weak fan, weak convection. So why do you need strong and weak convection here? Basically, when you are baking cake, many of the cake actually require a weaker convection rather than strong convection. So compare the two in terms of the fan setting. This will definitely, the bigger one, the Enhans, will definitely give you a better flexibility, especially if you want to bake cake. Now some are asking if what kind of size of chicken they can actually put inside. Now for this 10 liter, if you want it rotisserie, meaning if you want it to rotate, yeah, inside this, it should be somewhere around 1 kg to 1.1 maximum. If you don't need to rotate, then of course you can make it a lot more larger, because you can just put it at the bottom. This one, like I mentioned earlier, even if you want to rotate it rotisserie style inside the oven just now, it can actually accommodate easily up to 1.3 to 1.4 kg. Let's talk about price. For these 10 liter ones, this is actually considered they are either second or third generation from Liren, China. They are the one who really invented this, of course, and then other brands started to OEM, asked them to OEM for them and came out, put in their brand name. But this is actually from Liren, China. You can get from Taobao. If you buy from Malaysia, it's going to be a brand called Nakada, I think. This is what I bought it from also. The price of this 10 liter is going to be somewhere around 300 plus to 400 or 400 plus, 300 plus to 400 plus range. There is a 5 liter one which is going to cost you only about 200, but seriously, don't get too small. To me, 10 liter is more optimum. I have one from Liren where I bought from Taobao, China, is 8 liters. Also too small for me, I don't like it, seriously, all right? So 300 plus or 400 plus, definitely below 500 ringgit for this one. Very good quality also. This one is about 700 to 800 ringgit depending on their promotions at time. But of course, this is digital. Yeah, it has a lot of digital, and of course, it has a lot more larger capacity. And you will get very good local technical support, after sales support. So I think it's also definitely worth the money. So another question people are very interested to know is how to maintain and how to wash it. Like this one, let me quickly show you. Okay, so you can actually take it out. Sometimes I will put an aluminum foil on top of the tray so that I don't have to wash the tray. Just been lazy and easy. Okay, this normally comes together with the air fryer. Now, how to wash this? Very easy. You can just, after you have used it, let it cool down. Just take out the whole thing. All right, see? Just take out the whole thing and go and wash it. So easy. Some people ask me whether or not they should wash this. I never washed before. Probably you shouldn't. That's the halogen light. Okay, so but generally this is very easy to wash. I also own their first generation, which is a 14 liter. This one, the main difference between the two is this one is actually glass. Okay, the one before is actually plastic. So that plastic somehow it will actually fall off. Then of course you can go and wash the plastic lah. Huh? So this is how you can maintain it. Very easy to wash. Very easy. To the bigger one, is it much difficult to wash? Actually, it's even easier. Here there is a tray. You see, this tray is actually the bottom of the oven or air fryer. So after use, you can just take out this. This is a tray catcher, a catcher tray. Take out this and go and wash this tray enough. You don't even have to wash the rest of it until, unless you have some oil spill over onto your glass. Then you just mop it, wipe out the glass a little bit up when everything is cooled down. But basically, this tray will make things and makes life so easier. Okay, let's talk about accessories. Different air fryer will come with different accessories. So this is 10 liters one. It will come with this tray, and of course this particular tray you saw just now, and also this particular tong here. This is bucket for you to fry your French fries, where it will actually rotate by itself. This is a handle for you to take out this thing when it is very hot. What else do I have? We also have this, some skewers. Okay, this is actually some skewers and skewers. Sorry, some skewers, and also this rotating thing that you can actually install it together with this metal thing that you can actually make it rotate. I actually make some satay, lamb skew. I actually made some lamb skew the other day. Okay, so what about the 24 liter Enhans air fryer? It comes with this baking tray here and this kind of grill tray. I made one video using this tray to cook three dishes at the same time. You can go and search for that video. It's very interesting. And then you can use this. This is actually for you to take out this thing, the rotisserie stick. Yeah, this is actually the rotisserie where you are supposed to put two chicken together. This is combine it with this. You can actually put one whole chicken in the middle, and it will rotate. And it's always my dream to see a chicken rotate in my oven. True, very satisfying. And then you also have this for you to to air fry things like French fries. This is actually a handle to help you to take out all this tray. All right, next question is air fryer better than normal oil deep fry? If you ask me, it's not really a question of better or not. It's a matter of whether sometimes I use air fryer because I simply don't want to touch oil and I don't want my whole house or kitchen to smell very oily. So that is the time where I will actually go for air fryer, okay? But if you really want to get the crispy kind of texture, then using oil to deep fry is still your best #1 option. But in today's society, especially the young couple, young generation, they don't like to see a lot of oil. They don't want to see a lot of smokes, okay? Because a lot of oil will also means a lot of smoke. So, but having an air fryer, you're not going to see much smokes at your home. You're going to, your kitchen, or even my place here, I actually put these two at my living hall because my kitchen is already full. So it's not going to make your kitchen looks or your living hall looks oily, or wherever you put it. It won't be. It's going to be very, very clean and easy to maintain. I just mentioned that I actually put many of my equipments in my living hall because my kitchen has already run out of place. But the thing is, you will probably notice all these ingredients look so good. See, and this one, it actually comes with a Tiffany blue. All right, they actually look so good that definitely, even if you put it in your living hall, it's going to make your living hall looks good as well. So the final question, should you get an air fryer? Well, if you ask me, I would say yes, because it will give you a lot more flexibility when it comes to cooking. And this air fryer is definitely going to help you to make things a lot easier, especially when you want, sometimes when you want to deep fry certain thing, eat some deep fried food, but you don't really want to see that much of oil, okay? So air fryer will be a very good option for you. But one thing I want to bring to your attention is this. Air fryer doesn't mean zero oil, okay? It is still recommended for you to apply a little bit of oil on your ingredient to really help with the frying process. Okay, so I hope you all like this particular video about it. It's not a cooking video, but actually to trying to help give you some information on how you can choose your air fryer. If you want to know the more details on these two air fryer, I will put the info inside the description box. You can go and check it out. Of course, if you don't think you need one, you don't have to buy. Just use a normal oil to deep fry your stuff also can. So there is, remember, there's no rules in AHPA Kitchen, and there's always an option for you. Look at it as an option. It is not something that you must buy, okay? As an option. AHPA has a lot of equipment at home, but I will only keep those which makes my life easier, like these two air fryer right in front of me. Okay, hope you like my video. If you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking AHPA Facebook fan page to click like and follow button. Follow AHPA on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking AHPA YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.